www.lonestar.com.
Our talk shows and music shows are looking for sponsors. Want to expand your brand awareness? Reach the hyper-local audience in Montgomery County? Lone Star Community Radio sponsorships accomplish this. Want to see our stats and rates? Check out irlonestar.com/sponsor for more information. Or call in and leave us a message at 936-647-3776.
Hey, this is Lo with Soul Harbor, and you are listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZWLP Conroe and 106.1 KZCCLP Conroe, and worldwide on irlonestar.com.
Oh, let it all hang. Hey, you know, I'm so wild up. Don't need no coffee in my cup. Let it all hang out.
All right. Good morning, Montgomery County. It's 9:37 here on irlonestar.com with Mornings with Lone Star live. irlonestar.com/MWLS, Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1. We're live on Facebook and YouTube. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sean, how you doing?
I'm all right so far.
Right.
How about you, man?
Doing well.
Good to see you. It's been a couple of days.
Yeah, I'm excited. We have a couple guests today, or we have one guest today. Our second guest dropped out this morning.
We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, she'll be back next week. That was talking about the Waterway Arts Festival going on in the Woodlands. She'll be in the studio next week. And then we have some guests tomorrow. So there you go. We I think our Friday's open. So if you want to be a guest on the show, we got Friday slot open. Ron, if you want to come on our show, well, you're full of jokes. You're a comedian, right? Full time?
Actually, I'm an engineer by day and a wino at night. I'm a wine columnist.
And you morph those together, you get a comedian, right?
It's warped, yes.
What's a wino? You just drink too much?
Someone who likes their wine.
Likes their wine.
W-I-N-E-A-U-X, like in Bordeaux.
Really?
But wino.
Okay.
That's a more sophisticated
Make sure you're talking to the mic.
Oh, okay. Is that better?
Yeah, that's a lot better.
He's also a sommelier.
You can move it with you if you want. Yes, there you go. There you go.
Ooh,
I'm telling you, he's going to be a DJ before you know it.
Right. He's also a sommelier and an enist.
What?
An enist.
When you morph those together, what do you get?
You get someone who knows their wines.
Oh, okay. So do you have to do a special class for that kind of stuff?
No. It's
so you just say
it's all practical.
It's all practice.
You just say it. You just say, yeah, I'm a wino. And
just practice. And, there's over 8,000 varietals of grapes.
Do you do smelling salts before you taste your wine so you can, clear yourself up?
Negatory.
Do you do, pickle juice?
No.
So how do you, open yourself up? Because that's one thing I know people do smelling salts when they're tasting. And then, that way they clear everything out.
It's a mindset.
Oh.
It's all in the mind because all the senses get over to the mind and eventually evaluate.
Fair enough.
But actually, what I'm here for is the first Thursday market for Conroe.
That's right. I reached out to y'all because I was really excited. It's coming back.
It is back.
What it is, folks, if you didn't know this, is every first Thursday of the month from now, I think all the way till September? October. Mm-hmm. And it's a free event that is several things going on. What it is, there's a farmer's market.
It's a market. With farmers and non-farmers.
Yeah, so it's more of, what do you call that?
A market.
Yeah,
a market.
Street market.
Okay. So a market's going to be happening at the Heritage Place over here in downtown Conroe on the first Thursdays. I believe it starts at what time?
4 o'clock and runs to 8 o'clock.
And at 8 o'clock,
and the concerts start at 7.
And it's all free.
Absolutely free, which is it fits everybody's pocketbook.
There's zero entry fee for the market and for the concert, but you do have to purchase things at the market. The market items are not free. But the one thing I like about it is you can spend a long time there because you can get your food.
Amen.
And you can do some shopping.
And people watch.
And then, Ron's a big wino people watcher. When you morph those together, you get, right?
Ron
a voyeur. That's what you get.
A voyeur.
A voyeur. Oh, yeah, a voyeur. No, so ZZ Top cover band.
Oh, yeah.
Is going to be playing tonight.
Called ZZ3.
It's a bearded event.
So did the city helps put that part on, the concert part, meaning they pay for it? And did they just say, hey, we only want cover bands? Because I was looking at the full list. It's all cover bands.
And that is the thing that, if you notice, most of the wineries in this area are bringing cover bands.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't go to wineries, so I don't.
It kind of guarantees an audience because, a lot of, unless you know who the musician is, you may be hesitant to come out to spend a few hours. But if you know that this is a good band that covers ZZ Top tunes or even Bee Gees tunes or whatever.
Yeah.
ZZ Top this month, Led Zeppelin next month.
Yeah, Led Zeppelin's going to be cool. See, I don't know, though. What's strange to me is you get these cover bands who cover certain bands that, to me, you can't mimic. Like, can you really mimic Led Zeppelin?
I don't know. At Dozy Do,
You know, because that seems to me you got to be pretty good
at Dozy Do,
to get paid to act
couple
like
of
Led
months
Zeppelin.
ago, I went to Dozy Do, and they had called Bee Gees Gold, and it was this.
Yeah, I remember you told me about this.
Oh my God! I mean, down to the look. I mean, they were of our age, my age. So, but they had the costumes. Their Andy Gibb clone. I mean, the women were just like throwing their undergarments.
They
at
had
them. It was insane.
They had like a cover band festival over here, not like within the year, and they had Pearl Jam. I don't know if you ever heard of Pearl Jam. It's an early '90s grunge band,
yes,
but a very unique lead singer. Yeah, like no, like I know that sounds like anyone else can do that, but it's very unique the way he does it. I was like, I gotta see this, Holly. I gotta see this guy if he can actually sing like Eddie Vedder. And he did about 3 songs that he sounded like it. Then you could totally tell it's taking a straw on his throat, and he's just like, okay, I can't do this anymore.
There's another great. There's a Stevie Nicks band called Nightwing. I think actually they did last year. They did the first Thursday,
And they're on this year.
Oh, wonderful!
I think September.
Brooke's their lead singer, and she's awesome, and just really channels Stevie Nicks.
So, hey, Ron, I know you're part of the Conroe Downtown Area Association, and that organization helps put on the market part that starts at 4 o'clock on the first Thursdays.
Right.
So, where can people find more information about the market? Like, is there what kind of vendors are going to be there?
Well, I've got a list of about 30 different vendors.
Well, do we have a
here.
website, though, if people are listening?
Yes, experiencedowntownconroe.org.
Org. Very important.
That's org like an orgy.
Yes.
Why? It's org with a Y.
No, without the Y.
So we got that. And
Why?
then
Because-
what I usually do, folks, is just search Downtown Conroe, and then you'll find the website through that. And there's also a Facebook page, Experience
There is.
Downtown Conroe. And then I think there's even a market Facebook page. It's like First Thursday Conroe Market or something like that.
There's all kinds of things that Taylorized PR is doing for us.
Yeah. So there's a lot of information out there, folks. So what I'm saying is don't be afraid. It's after we talk about it, you can go online and find it.
We'll see. But you got to get there to find out what they are about. Cultured Heat. And of course, we got the Tupperware people there. Ethereal Candles. We got a bakery called Gosling Bakery coming in.
Yeah.
Jarheads. A bunch of Marines, I think. But I think they also sell pickles. They're on benefiting the Marine vets.
Nice.
You know, it's funny. I was watching some chefs, and they asked, what's harder to do, pickled or kombucha? Like basically anything in a jar. And apparently making pickles is somewhat easy, but it's also an art form at the same time. Because it's always the same ratio, but then it's up to you to create something of your own.
Like to add the
To
special
add, like whatever
sauce.
whatever you want to add to it.
Well, I would think pickles would be easier because you could spell that. How do you spell
Kombucha?
kombucha?
Is that's something I figured?
I don't eat
that's
pickles,
an Asian thing. You know
so
that kind of stuff. It's basic. From what I understood, what kombucha was, it's like a certain type of vegetable. Depending on what region of the world you live in, you put it in a jar and you basically culture it in the ground in the jar, and it sits there for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And then you can take it out and test it and taste it, and you're supposed to mix it with stuff.
Are you sure it's not an STD?
It sounds
I've got
like
a case of kombucha.
See, if my vegetables don't come out of a can at Randall's, then they're just not vegetables.
So I don't really know what it is.
Well, you need to go
I know
organic.
I know it's ultra healthy though, but I'm saying there's healthy, and then there's kombucha ultra healthy.
Okay. To me, it gets down to the enjoyment. I don't mind living longer, but I want to enjoy it. So if kombucha tastes like poopy, I don't care how much longer I'm going to last. I want to enjoy it. I'd rather eat Twinkies and die a little younger.
Have you had your fried Twinkies this week?
No, I haven't.
Can we get fried Twinkies at the market?
No. But
There's an open slot.
Yeah.
yeah, there is. We also have people selling essential oils. So have you?
What
had
is
your
that?
Essential oils?
Is that like one of those voodoo things?
Yeah, my third ex-wife was
Now,
into that.
what do you do with these oils? Do you rub them on yourself?
You bathe in them, you put them in food.
So what does it do for me? Like return the vitamins of the earth to me?
It brings you to a palatial
Oh, here
happiness.
we go. Oh, really? So
Yes.
they're like THC oil.
It's a part of McDonald's meals, I think.
Oh, that'd be
It's a happy
hilarious.
meal.
Just bathe in the Thousand Island dressing. Yeah, no, there are various essential oils that there are those things that they help everything from opening sinuses to opening pores.
You sound a little unsure that it does what you. Are they really making those kind of promises?
Well,
like you will grow your arm back if you
Dick,
bathe in.
Dick, you're a millennial. You should know about those essential oils.
Well, I've heard of it, but I always thought it was more of like, oh, I like this kind of fragrance, and essential oils is a way I like to like smell things.
You had a whole spectrum of those.
You
You
know?
just like
That's what I thought
It's
it
almost
was.
like this generation's burning incense. You know, where you can get lavender or something like that as essential
And I
oil.
dig that. I mean, if you like things that smell good, why are we hating on
Then
you?
peppermint will do this, and so it can do everything from just relax you a bit to realigning your chakras and everything in between.
Is this just a way to pave the world for THC oils?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Probably,
Yeah,
yeah.
good
But we've transitioned from 10W40 to essential oils.
Okay. 10W40. I
Yeah,
missed
that's what you put in your car.
Oh, I have no idea. Are you talking about like oil changing?
Yes.
Man.
It's
Yeah, I
an
would have
oil
gone with WD-40.
Okay,
I
but
know what that is.
we also have the Whitman Farm Honey House,
Yes, I've actually purchased honey from them.
and it's local honey.
Yeah.
And so that's supposed to be really good for you and your allergies. And does anybody have allergies? They need local honey to combat those
Yeah, that
sniffles.
sounds good.
Yes.
That sounds really
Is that a
good.
real essential oil?
No, that's an essential.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Yes. Now we also have Nikaka's Naturals. I think I said that right. Nikaka's? Nykakas. Nikaka's.
Nikoka.
Nikoka?
Nikoka.
Well, anyway, that sounds like a disease also, but I'm okay. Lynn's Country Lane is also going to be there. And Le Petit Partes, we have Laura's soap products.
Yep.
So for those of you that don't want essential oils to bathe in, you have soap products.
You have
I know
essential
this,
soaps.
this is going to sound silly, but one thing I love about this market is it's a easy in to find something unique for a gift.
Oh, yes.
So it's like every time I go,
Like
I'm like,
bath
oh, my mom
bombs
will
or-
like this, or my dad will like this. Like one time there was knife sellers and stuff like that.
Yes.
And then like I always like the jams because the people who make sort of like different types of jams. So it's like I've never had apricot with jalapeno, like something weird, and you would never see at HEB. And you're like, that looks kind of good. I'm gonna get that for my dad because he likes jelly.
The best seasoning I ever got was a veteran had a little booth at one of the markets in the Woodlands.
Yeah.
And it was not cheap. You know, you got a jar of it, like your typical McCormick and Schmick's jar, for like $8. But it was some of the best seasoning, and it was went on everything: poultry, beef, whatever. It's just really nice. So I had to buy like 2 of those. And a veteran selling. What more? Golly, we've got
We
this
have-
great list.
Some like it hot. It's
Well,
not a
let's-
Marilyn Monroe movie, but I'm
Folks,
sure
if
there's
you-
something associated
If you're just
with
now
it.
tuning in, we're talking about the first Thursday market and concert series that happens at Heritage Place this Thursday, starting at 4 o'clock. Concert starts at 8 with ZZ Top, but we're going over the vendor list right
In
now.
England,
Right.
they're called Dead.
And they're
Dead
all
red.
this whole event is all free. That's,
Free, yeah.
free. That makes everybody's
Bring cash
pocketbook.
for these vendors though, because I want to buy something.
Yeah, and
All of them have.
bring your kids
squares.
too.
Our squares.
Oh yeah, kids are welcome. As long as they're on a leash.
Yeah,
You gotta
leash
clean up
required,
after 'em.
folks.
We also have the Triple L Glamour Goat Company.
Goat company?
Yeah,
Glamour goats?
it's a bad company. It's,
You got to be kidding.
no, I think they have goat cheese there
Okay.
and goat soap. Have
I'm
you
just
ever?
thinking of goat glamour shots right now.
Gloat essential oils.
That could be bad.
Goat essential oils.
Goat do
Goat
it.
jam.
Goat jam. Yes, that sounds like a good name for a group.
Goat jam.
Goat jam. With umlauts over every vowel.
Oh man.
Hey, but by the way, we also have the Montgomery County Master Gardeners giving out free information. If you've got a problem with your garden or your
Oh yeah,
yard,
you can ask some questions and stuff. So they're
you can
doing, like,
ask them, and
that's
yeah,
cool.
They can even teach you how to grow marijuana in the backyard.
You know what I learned? You know, I learned that people don't really realize is just buy Texas native plants and you'll be fine. That's
yes.
like because they have a show with us, and after about 2 years of listening to them, I was like, so why don't you just tell people to get Texas native plants? Like, stop going to Home Depot
Yeah,
buying.
stop getting those damn California plants.
Yeah, well, no, it's like
Keep it
they're gonna
Texas.
die. but if you get Texas native plants, they're not going to die.
You're
That's,
right.
that's what I'm understanding.
Well, yeah, you're absolutely right because a lot of those are not disease resistant to what we got here in Texas, y'all.
Yeah. So there might not be as
Can't
pretty.
handle the
You go down to
Might not be
Lowe's
as
or Home
pretty.
Depot and try to buy grapevines. They're going to send you they'll sell you grapevines that just won't work out
Yeah.
here.
What was the grass that they laid down at what's now Minute Maid Park back when it was Enron Field, for opening day, and then they opened
I
the
bet
roof
Brett
and
knows.
the grass
Brett's
just
listening. He knows
died.
that stuff.
They put down the wrong grass that couldn't.
But
X-Files episode, so I was just curious.
Ironically, that's a great example of Darwinism.
Oh. But you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
yes,
That's
just
a
send
real
those
deal,
millennials
right?
out there and
Yeah.
get
They're
bit by
go-
snakes. and
They're not
die.
going to be here, folks. It's all right.
No,
They're a
they
reptile
wouldn't.
freak. They're not
No
going to be here.
rattlesnakes. Ron, while you're reading off the list, if someone else is listening in and has a business, is there still more room for more vendors?
Barely room, but if you get there
Oh, I thought that was a vendor.
early, like at 3 o'clock, there Margie Taylor, who is organizing this, might have an area for you. But it's not going to be underneath the cover. You're going to have to bring your tent.
So this is something you want to get in on this if you're a vendor.
Yeah, BYOT.
Bring your own tent,
Yes.
Yeah, bring your own
Probably-
tabernacle.
10 by 10.
BYOT. Yeah, okay.
I was
Area to take in with you.
Well, the ultimate experience is you go next door to Race Ready Repair, buy a bike with a basket, and then you can go travel around downtown,
and just throw stuff in your basket.
throw stuff in your
I like
basket.
the way you're thinking. Yeah, that's really
That's how you
good.
really do
Good
it.
idea, Dick.
I'm
Yeah.
full of them.
There's also 3 kids on a mission.
3 kids on a mission. What's
Yeah.
this?
We need to find that out. So they're on a mission, and there's 3 of them. And when you got 3 kids on a mission, you know they're going to get somewhere. So
Okay.
we're going to have some fun over there. The Doorbells is also going to be there.
So, but really, we're folks who are listening in, we're thinking about the first Thursdays. These vendors come back. So if you can't make this Thursday, the same vendors make their way back the next Thursday next month.
Next first Thursday.
Yeah, it's always the first Thursday of the month, starting at 4 o'clock. Free entry. It's right there at Heritage Place. And what's really convenient is at 8 p.m. the band goes on. So
Actually 7.
7.
Your band goes on
7.
someplace for an hour.
And in this case, the band has no front band. It's 2 hours of ZZ Top music.
Okay, name 4 ZZ Top songs.
Legs, TV dinners, Sharp Dressed Man, El Paso.
And you're asking an engineer for names? Engineers are name deprived.
I
I know
I don't know. I know Sharp
Give
Dressed
me all
Man.
your
That's it.
lovin'.
Oh, I do know that one.
LaGrange.
LaGrange. There you go.
It's a cool place.
Yeah. Before Marvin Zindler came in.
That's
true.
Marvin Zindler,
Darn him.
I stink of booze.
Darn him if it only waited another 10 years.
Well, Ron, thank you so much for sharing this kind of stuff. You know, it's a cool event. It's happening tomorrow, 4 o'clock at Heritage Place. It's all free, and there's going to be many vendors out there. So if you're looking for gift ideas or you just kind of want something unique for your home, they have that there with all these different types of vendors and food trucks. So food's taken care of and all that kind of stuff. And alcohol can be sold on premise, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Because I remember the Corner Pub was out there for last.
Couple of beers. And
Yeah, last what do you call it? The last concert series. Because
Yes,
this concert
last year.
series goes from this month all the way to October. So you get the first Thursday of every month all the way to October. There will be an event going on here.
Actually, the city's sponsoring till September, and we're going to be putting Conroe Downtown Area Association will have something in October.
cool.
Nice.
Well,
Very nice.
we're going to have a surprise for everybody.
Well, there you go.
Well, that's something to look forward to.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we'll have a tribute band.
No. Yeah, change it up.
Get a real band
We have a
out
lot
there.
of cool bands here that are local.
Oh yeah, well, Conroe is a music-friendly city.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
So, and then we have like what? How many places? In my mind, right now, we have 4 places people can play music. Or
No,
5 now. I'm
there's a
thinking
lot.
5.
More than that, because you can play on every street corner if you want.
Oh, yeah.
Eric coming in there
Where am I going to park?
in a parking space.
I'm not parking with these normal people.
Dick has to, he has to guard his.
No, I think I'm making the commitment
Yugo.
of getting a bike.
I think that's
Especially
a good
during the
choice.
summer. I'm going to ride 10 miles here, and I'm going to be sweaty from morning to Lone Star, but it'll be worth it.
Well,
Can we
Just
put
throw
you
a
on the
shower
other
and-
side of a wall? Maybe.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
just throw you in a shower. Throw a shower into Studio
I wish there was
B
a
there.
shower. Does anyone know of a shower in downtown that I could use?
Oh yes.
There's an apartment complex or really lofts or whatever you want to call them across the street. So there's a couple abandoned
We
buildings.
got big
around
sinks over at the Owen, and I got a
Yeah.
key. Just saying.
Just hose me down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's fine.
just stick your head in the urinal and flush twice.
Oof, man. Bring me back to the good old days.
Yeah.
But yeah,
really-
Ron, thank you so much. And that's experiencedowntownconroe.org. Experiencedowntownconroe.org for all things happening in downtown Conroe. And it's a free event tomorrow starting at 4 o'clock with a lot of vendors, a lot of food trucks, a lot of good music, it sounds like.
And it's free.
And we hope to get you or someone else back in for next month's,
Yes.
Yeah,
So-
pop back on. Let us know what the next band is.
But,
Can you give us a...
Or maybe we'll talk about wine.
Ooh, even better.
I'll have no idea
I'll
what's
bring
going
samples.
on. I'll have no idea what's going on.
You
but,
won't need to. We'll just discuss it.
You're listening to Lone Star Community Radio, Mornings of Lone Star, folks. Broadcasting live, irlonestar.com/MWLS. We'll be back, folks. Thanks for tuning in.
Business office cleaning is available in the Montgomery County area from Clean Sweep Office Cleaning, with scheduled cleaning services such as floor care, window care, trash collection, restroom disinfection, and stair and elevator cleaning. Clean Sweep can service a business one time or on a regular schedule, with daily, weekly, and monthly options. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning can be found online at cleansweepofficecleaning.com or by calling 832-689-7996. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. Take back your time and let us make your office shine. Mornings with Lone Star is sponsored by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning.
A Lone Star Community Radio is looking for those who are interested in hosting their own talk show, with monthly and weekly slots available on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and on irlonestar.com. Start your own podcast, create your first YouTube channel, and be on TV. Contact Lone Star Community Radio online at irlonestar.com or call the station message line at 936-647-3776 to take your first step into the radio world.
Are you one of those who feel that life is too short to drink bad coffee? Then come to Bean Pong Coffee. Bean Pong Coffee is open with 2 locations. Whether you're in downtown Conroe or historic Montgomery, we have the best fresh brewed and specialty coffee, delicious pastries, and courteous staff. Come visit us at 330 North Main Street in Conroe or 401 College Street, Suite 170 in Montgomery. Visit beanpongcoffee.com to see our complete list of special events.
Is there someone you know who is hooked on vintage aircraft? Follow the Commemorative Air Force and its fleet of World War II planes, including the mighty B-17 Flying Fortress Texas Raiders, which is based in Conroe, Texas. Texas Raiders tours locally and all around the United States, offering the public a chance to put their hands on aviation history. What could be a more perfect gift than a flight on a historic B-17? Taking to the sky on the iconic bomber is an experience that will never be forgotten. For the touring schedule, reservations, or more information, go to b17texasraiders.org or call 855-FLY-A-B-17.
For those of you who like your partners, your gumbo, and your music salty, well, we're here to help with the music. Julian Shea here, host of Lone Star Country Nights Thursday, your weekly dose of roots and Americana and all the music that makes this part of the country special. We stir in Western swing, honky-tonk, Zydeco, Texas blues, outlaw country, and put a pinch of red dirt, and then we smoke it over a slow fire. Then listen to the results Thursday nights on Conroe's 104.5 and 106.1 and worldwide at irlonestar.com.
Did you know there are more than 790 abused and neglected children currently in foster care in Montgomery County? Will you help make a difference? I'm Allie Stevens with Casa Child Advocates of Montgomery County. We train and support volunteers to be the voice of children in the foster care system. Kids are removed from their home because of abuse and neglect, and we need volunteers just like you to advocate for these children. To learn more about becoming an advocate, please visit CasaSpeaksForKids.com. That's CasaSpeaksForKids.com.
Welcome back, 10:03 on the dot here at the Mornings Lone Star Studios with Dick and Skippy. I'm Skippy. It is 59 degrees and an overcast downtown Conroe. Looks like we're going to have maybe some thunderstorms later on tonight.
Maybe.
And into tomorrow. It's high today up to 70, low down to 63.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sunset's 7:40 tonight. It's just wrong to have a sunset so late.
I like it. Gives you more stuff to do. So.
But I'm old. I mean, I got to have my 4:30 p.m.
Can you imagine
dinner
living in
movies.
like Alaska where it's like daylight all the time?
Ever since I saw the movie, I was okay, but the thought of the movie really got to me. The 30 Days of Night thing.
Okay. Yeah.
No, I think it came off a comic book or a graphic novel, so I'd probably prefer that over the movie. But just the whole thought of you're sealed off from everybody else, 30 days with no sunlight, and then the vampires show up. I mean, that was pretty hardcore. Now, speaking of movies, there's a new trailer out.
Yeah, I'm looking. What kind of trailer?
The Joker.
Ooh.
With Joaquin Phoenix. Now, here's the thing.
Joaquin? Is that how
Joaquin,
Is that how you really pronounce it?
Yeah, it used to be River Phoenix or Leaf. No, he was Leaf. River died. That's right. He used to be Leaf Phoenix.
Let's see if I can find it.
Well, it's making the rounds. A lot of people going, oh, well, this is so cool. My problem, and remember we were talking about this the other day, DC can't seem to make up its mind on canon. We just had a Joker, Jared Leto. We've had so many different Jokers. We had Heath Ledger, of course, he passed away, but I'm saying each time they keep on redoing the origin story. So, which is the Joker that's going to go with?
Well, no, I was reading an interesting strategy that it was basically one of these DC guys who's the movie side, not the comic side. And what he was saying was they're trying something different from the overall 10-year plan. What they want to try is get these developed actors who want to take it real serious, and they give them the freedom to kind of create something different. And I can kind of see that being neat because it's not the same old Marvel stick where it's like, oh, they're going to make this movie because they want to make a sequel. So you're not going to get the full movie. And so what they're saying is we're going to give you a full movie, and we're going to give you a different type of Joker, and it's going to be played by a guy who everyone really enjoys being crazy. So I don't know why they didn't sign on Nicolas Cage to be the Joker's dad, but, you know, that, like, to me, that's kind of a neat strategy because...
Well, you say Marvel shtick, and I don't necessarily disagree with that, but I also think it's Marvel consistency. Even in the TV universe with the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or whatever, they're all interconnected.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. There's an overall plan.
This is with the DC universe. Okay, we got Supergirl who's got Superman and the Arrow who's different from the... You know, the TVs are different from the movies, and the movies are different from each other. So there's that. The two other problems I had with the Joker movie, because I watched the trailer.
Oh, I haven't seen it. This is the first time. I put it up for people just to kind of visually see.
We also have Gotham, too, which is actually coming to an end. 2 more episodes to go. And they're going to go 10 years in the future. But based off this trailer, one, we get his entire origin story, which, of course, runs contrary to what you know about the Joker. But also,
ooh, look at that.
This is another one of those... He's been bullied, so he goes... It's like what Rob Zombie did with Michael Myers. Make him a sympathetic character. No, the Joker is not sympathetic. You're not supposed to feel sorry for him as a youth, and so you can accept what he becomes as an adult, which is what this whole movie seems to be. He's just a professional clown. He keeps on getting beaten up by people. You know, he's a sign twirler, and they take his sign. And he's on a subway, they beat him up. And
there's a lot of origin stories for Joker. There's like several. There's like at least 3.
Yeah, but each one's... That's the thing. This is yet another one.
Yeah.
You know, we had Jack Nicholson being the guy that killed Bruce Wayne's parents, and Jack Napier, the first lieutenant. Then we have on Gotham, we got Jeremiah, who's the Joker, and he had a twin brother and who was crazy, and he was the sane one. Then he went crazy for his brother. Then we got Heath Ledger, who in the movie gave like 3 or 4 different reasons why he was the Joker. The whole point is you're not supposed to know. I thought the Heath Ledger one was great because he was just there, and every one of the stories he told could have been true.
Okay.
That was the whole point. But this is another one of those, it's like Falling Down. This is like from the trailer. Remember the Michael Douglas movie Falling Down, where the guy just snaps one day?
Mm-hmm.
It seems to be that, only he's got clown makeup on.
Yeah, that's what Joker is, though.
No, Joker is a homicidal maniac.
See, you're protecting your origin stories. Just let people do different things, man.
So when we have the next Justice League movie, who's the Joker?
The next what? Justice League movie?
Uh-huh. Who's the Joker?
It doesn't matter. Who do really what makes money?
What I'm saying is it going to be this guy?
No, that's what I was saying in the statement. That's what they're working on, standalone.
So these are all alternate universe ones?
It's just kind of like, hey, let's take on a different look, and then we'll give you a whole movie.
I like the consistency of a universe.
Well, for example, the the issue with Suicide Squad. They're rebooting it, but they're keeping some of the same actors. So to me, you have a free range of like doing whatever you want. And some people really are good at the role, and some people weren't. They're like, hey, let's bring back the people that made it work.
Again, I don't completely disagree with that because they did that with James Bond, where when they brought in Daniel Craig, they kept Judi Dench as M.
Plus, you can use this as a surprise. Kind of like the Unbreakable thing, where people like when they saw Glass, they had no idea Glass was in the same universe, or not Glass, Split. And then at the very end, you're like, oh my god.
Yeah, that was
so. You could totally keep
back.
This as the same thing. Like he could technically be Joker in like 6 different universes, just because people like him and like people get it. Because I think that's what it had. That there was a lot of success with the Marvel because people already knew what was going on when they saw a certain character.
I'm also just tired of when you take a bad guy from a previous movie franchise and you try to update him. You want him sympathetic. You give him a reason. I hated the Rob Zombie Halloween movies.
A lot of Batman's villains are sympathetic.
The Harvey Dent is.
Well, Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze, yeah.
They're definitely very sympathetic.
But that was the whole point about the Joker is that he just has no value for human life whatsoever.
Have you ever seen Mask of the Phantasm?
Which one was that?
It's a cartoon.
Oh, I've heard of it.
They definitely gave some sympathy to the Joker there, but it was like, but he did so many horrible things, no one cares. Like, there's no sympathy.
Yeah, well, they did with Hannibal Lecter. You know, you don't make excuses for someone who kills people and eats them or to homicidal maniacs. You don't need to find out.
Well, the question is, do you want to know the method to his madness?
No.
Or do you want to know?
No, there is no method. That's the whole point.
One thing I love about Joker is he's unpredictable. So when you're watching the story or reading the story, you're like, I have no idea what's going to happen on the next page because the Joker's going to come out of nowhere, like with his plan and all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. And for some reason, he never wants to kill Batman. He loves Batman.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing he's consistent about, and like in all the stories.
He is Batman.
So, but I don't see why you're so hateful on stuff that people are just creating. Man, let them do it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's either going to work or it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Venom. Venom made almost $1 billion, and that looked like a C+ movie all the way through.
I gotta agree with you on that.
I mean, the only thing they did well was they gave him the split personality. And he said, "We are Venom." That was the only thing I think they did, like, which is legit Venom.
Well, no one can hold a candle to Peter Jackson's Gollum. So,
you sure?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't see why you're so hateful on the Joker. Let him do it.
Unresolved issues, I guess.
Okay. Well, anything else you want to talk about?
Many things, I'm sure.
Yeah. Okay, so a funny headline. So a father apparently claimed a break-in, and they stole all the cookies from his daughter's
$800 worth.
$800 worth of Girl Scout cookies, and then it was all a scam. He did it all himself.
Yep.
So he really wanted to get to his daughter that special bunny or whatever they give. They sell a lot of cookies. They get something, right? No one knows. Does anybody know?
My brownie troop, when I led my brownie troop, we didn't even really do that.
Yeah. I mean, what's funny to me is that's what he did with his time. Like, he sat down and goes, I got to figure out a way to move all these cookies. Why don't I stage a home invasion and blame it on that?
Yeah. Sad.
Yeah, your father. Well, how far would you go?
For cookies, I wouldn't.
You sure?
Yeah.
I mean, people love those cookies.
I would kill or die for my children if their lives were in danger or somebody harmed them in a way. Absolutely. All moral scribbles, nothing to go out the window.
Yeah.
But if, like the Texas cheerleader mom or the Girl Scout cookie dad, no, absolutely not. That's just...
Well, another story that finally is coming to an end, and I would love to talk to a lawyer about this, is the Waco biker shooting. The prosecutors are dropping all charges. So, and I don't know too much about it because it happened at Twin Peaks where rival biker gangs started getting in fights and then cops joined in. And then a lot of people, I don't know how many people died, but a lot of people got hurt by gunfire. But from what I'm reading about the charges being dropped is because the police were the only ones who actually killed somebody.
Right. It left 9 people dead, 20 injured. They're dropping the charges because the county district attorney, Barry Johnson, said any further effort to prosecute the case would be a, quote, waste of time, effort, and resources. In my opinion, had this action been taken in a timely manner, it would have and should have resulted in numerous convictions and prison sentences.
Yeah, so what do you think really happened? Do you
3
think,
years, it got dragged out over 3 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it was a long time ago, and it was chaotic. Like, it was in front of the public. It's imagine if you just were sitting there at, Pacific Yard House and someone just broke out, started just a gang fight, and you're like, oh, crud.
Well, it's interesting to compare this to the other, the Justin Smollett case where those charges were dropped too, and of course, that's just getting started.
Yeah.
But
you always like to tie it into those things.
Well, just saying, we have 2 instances of charges being dropped, and one was because of mismanagement over too much time.
Well, no, my theory is, I like the police theory, where they actually did the forensics of everything, and they're like, oh man, it looks like
all
police,
the bullets were
all the bullets were police, or something, enough to where they're like, this doesn't really look good on the paper. And
if that's the case, it will come to light, and that's what I was trying to compare these two. It's that the reasons for dropping cases are very separate, but I think we're going to start getting more answers, I believe.
Let's hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because 3 years of that just to say, you know what?
That's what I'm saying. Like
9 people dead.
When I saw that, I go,
okay.
oh, I thought everyone got arrested and already in jail, but no, nobody. Can you believe that?
I believe.
I mean, how many people were involved in that? Would you say at least 30 to 40 people?
Oh, at least. Well, 20 injured. Think about it.
Okay. And nobody's in jail.
Yeah, no one's in jail. Something else that kind of tickled my fancy is Joe Biden. What happened over the weekend? Because last week we were talking with Jay Stillberg, and I said, you know what? He looks like he's the front runner. Well, shut my mouth and call me shorty.
You didn't see this coming?
Well, I knew he was always creepy Uncle Joe. But to have
well, what's great about this is it brings a whole new added perspective to the Me Too movement. It's like we're still kind of navigating through the channels of what.
Too. It's the I believe her. That was
what I'm saying. Movement. Like it's part of it. It's part of the Me Too triangle.
I believe all women. If a woman
or
comes
circle,
forward,
whatever kind of shape you want to choose.
Well, yeah, that's what's cracking me up because during the Kavanaugh hearings, it was. If a woman, no woman would lie about this. If she, so you had.
What's even stranger though?
Now they're really backing off.
Is the lady okay. What's strange to me is the first lady because there's been several now, right?
Yeah.
So the first lady,
the third one just came out, I think,
didn't really. I don't know why she thought this would be a good idea to talk about it. Mainly because now she's backpedaling in the sense of he didn't really do anything wrong. He's still like a promising leader. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, well, why would you even bring it up then? Like.
Because after she came forward with it, she got phone calls saying back off.
Yeah, because I was like, man, then commit. Like clearly he did something that violated your space.
And these are situations where the evidence is there. It's not like with Kavanaugh where, I've got evidence of this and that. Well, where is it? We've still yet to see a single tangible anything. And it's funny seeing the same number of people who were just so anti-Kavanaugh saying,
oh yeah, well,
I believe all women.
They don't have any credibility.
Backing off now.
They don't.
And that's hopefully, I'm glad that happened to the extent that more and more people like me are looking at that going, okay, so this is obviously very hypocritical. So I'm looking for moderation, not necessarily a centrist view, but just more moderation, getting off the
Well, the best is that actress lady from Who's the Boss? What's her name? Alyssa Milano.
Yeah.
Like that to me, like it's funny when you put your time into a person. Mm-hmm. Like you respect them, you listen to their advice, they're like you like them as a leader. And then when you stick with them long enough, you start realizing, they're human. They're gonna change. They're gonna just make a choice that you don't agree with most of the time. Yeah. I mean, it's gonna happen. You have parents, you have friends. Like eventually, like I don't really agree with that. But hers is very interesting because she's very vocal. So she's gonna continuously put herself out there every day about some topic.
But it's backing off of this one, going, well, no, it's different. No, it's truly not different. And as you said, I think fewer people are going to be taking them seriously.
I don't think anyone takes most of the outrage people seriously until there's like something really damning going to be happening, and then you're in trouble.
I think either from if it's a criminal situation beyond a reasonable doubt.
Think about this. Think about Bill Cosby.
Mm-hmm.
His stuff spanned decades.
Yep.
And no one said anything.
It took the one
brave person. That's what I'm saying. Like it took a person who had evidence or actually had a case where more people would hear about it. So think about Joe Biden. He's been known to be creepy for how long?
A long time.
And then now it takes one person. So it's just kind of like, it is what it is. Move on. Now they're going to...
Well, do you think it's torpedoed his... what I was getting to, has this torpedoed his chances? Because I would have to say it has, because if the Democrats push him forward, then that's going to become the issue, is the whole Me Too.
I think people are going to be in their camp, and they're going to... You gotta create a person who you can pull people in, not keep people in. So to win, I imagine to win an election, you're not trying to keep your base happy anymore. That's not how it's going to work.
Yeah,
anymore.
they're going to vote for you.
There's
no matter
too many
what.
factions. So now it's like we need to start pulling people in. I don't think he can pull anyone in. I think he's stuck with the people who he had people believing him, and now this it hurts his chances of changing someone else's mind. Because when you get people who are creative on the internet making Creepy Joe memes and videos, it's over. Like you're going to get that one person who's undecided. If he finds that video, I'm like, you know what, that is kind of creepy, and without any context, of course. But he doesn't have the ability to pull people in. You gotta have the ability to pull people in.
Right. Now, that being said, and again, this may sound weird coming out of my mouth, but what Biden has done, yeah, a little creepy, maybe uncomfortable. I don't view it as sexual assault or anything that you just had. Old school guys that just...
I just know somebody on the internet.
Handsy.
It makes a little video.
Yeah.
And all it takes is just like everyone's seeing it. So if you're Facebook, like, hey, ban this video, because I don't want anyone seeing it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's my point on this, is that either he was innocently handsy, in which case is it worth him having an entire future derailed?
Well, they were talking about, why is it always women? Because somebody's been collecting these videos, and it's like, someone's like, does he do this with everybody? Is he just a very friendly person? And I haven't seen any videos with everybody. It's just women.
Yeah, well, or females, because there were some girls there too. That's what I'm saying. It's he's handsy, and he's may make people go, is it meant to ruin someone's career? I don't know. I don't think necessarily. To me, my issue with this right now on him is that if it was enough to try to derail Kavanaugh, then for these same people, if it's I believe her no matter what, then you got to stop doing the party lines.
People do.
A provable.
But you're always going to have those camps sticking their ground.
True, but I'm talking about the mainstream now, like how the media presents it. And
they had their camps. They're gonna stick to it.
Well,
everyone knows that for like 40 years.
More and more the media. When I say the mainstream media, I'm talking your traditional news outlets. For everyone from NBC to Fox News, that's what I call mainstream media, and everybody in between. That they're not pundits or like the View gals who. I mean, you have them, Whoopi Goldberg, saying, he's okay. These are the people that were just wanting...
It's not rape.
Yeah, it's not rape, so it's okay. And
love it.
But if Biden had been the Republican candidate, there'd be... Yeah. That's what... We need to start blocking out the R and the D and the I after everybody's name. Or just, you want to do a poll, stop saying, if you had a Republican doing this, just ask people, okay, so this person did that, and you don't know what party they're... Is it right or wrong? And then that's what you go off of. Because I think when I say provable...
Well, what's interesting, though, is you're giving so many examples in the past, 3 years, and you see how people handle, I would say, a scandal, quotation mark scandal. And you have, Al Franken. He just gave up. And I don't know, there's no real... I don't know the real reason why he just resigned. But then you have someone like that Virginia governor who actually, to me, that was more damning than a comedian photo of him honking a fake honker, if you've seen the photo. But then he didn't give up. So I think at the end of the day, if you did something wrong, and karma will get you eventually. Like a Joe Biden, he might have done nothing wrong. Maybe he's just a friendly dude.
That's what I'm saying.
And he'll make a decision like, hey, especially you'll have consultants going, this is what you should do. You should apologize, or you shouldn't apologize. Or, don't even talk about it. Just let it go. And I think people don't really care that much until something really happens, like the fourth woman comes out.
People are caring more and more in the sense that they're noticing the lack of, you get your Saturday Night Lives, when that would have been ripe for Biden jokes left and right. Yeah. No one talked about it. The night of when this all came out, all the late night show hosts didn't even cover it. So people look at that, go, wait a second.
But who watches that stuff?
Well, fewer and fewer people, and this
No,
It's
like
a
their
self-perpetuating circle.
own group watches it.
Right.
No one new watches that stuff unless they're doing a cycling class at some place, and like that's where
Right.
CNN. That's where I'm convinced CNN gets all its views. It's like hotels.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Now, get me wrong not, I say in my Yoda voice, that when I'm saying provable, if it's a criminal situation, then it's beyond a reasonable doubt. If it's a civil, then it's with the preponderance of the evidence. Provable physical, emotional, sexual assault or crossing a line, if assault is too strong of a word, is unforgivable. But until that point, it should be not going all the way. The same reason I feel about Jussie Smollett case. My personal feelings aside, until there's some evidence coming out, until we get reports. Same thing with the Mueller report. Once we get the full report, it'll do everything. The biker, the Waco biker shooting. And until we get answers, you can't come down on anyone's side to give your own educated stance on it.
Yeah. Well, everything takes time, but it never turns out the way you want it to.
Dude, my days are numbered, man. I'm 53 years old. I'm going to be 54 this year. I need answers. I need to know what's at Area 51, if Bigfoot's
Who shot
real,
JFK?
who shot JFK, and
Or was he shot? No one even asked that question.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Man. Change the whole thing. We'll be back. Maureen's Lone Star.
Business office cleaning is available in the Montgomery County area from Clean Sweep Office Cleaning, with scheduled cleaning services such as floor care, window care, trash collection, restroom disinfection, and stair and elevator cleaning. Clean Sweep can service a business one time or on a regular schedule, with daily, weekly, and monthly options. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning can be found online at cleansweepofficecleaning.com or by calling 832-689-7996. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. Take back your time and let us make your office shine. Mornings with Lone Star is sponsored by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning.
Does volunteering at a nonprofit horse sanctuary sound wonderful? Or are you a veteran or a veteran spouse and think trying a peer group session through a local Horses and Heroes equine program might be worth trying? Henry's Home Horse and Human Sanctuary, located in Grand Central Park by appointment only, is home to a growing number of rescued and donated horses. Visit our website at henryshomehorsesanctuary.org or check out our Facebook at Henry's Home Horse and Human Sanctuary for more information.
Are you one of those who feel that life is too short to drink bad coffee? Then come to Bean Pong Coffee. Bean Pong Coffee is open with 2 locations. Whether you're in downtown Conroe or historic Montgomery, we have the best fresh brewed and specialty coffee, delicious pastries, and courteous staff. Come visit us at 330 North Main Street in Conroe or 401 College Street, Suite 170 in Montgomery. Visit beanpongcoffee.com to see our complete list of special events.
This is Rick, TRC. Every Tuesday on my show, Afternoons with Lone Star from 3 to 7, I play back-to-back classic rock hits. That's right. I like to call it a 2 for Tuesday or a 3 for whatever it is you'd like. Call the request line 936-647-3776 or message me on Facebook, Afternoons with Lone Star, make a music request. That's right, you can do it. Here's what else. Go over to our website, irlonestar.com. Get the app on your phone. It's easy. You'll like it.
Lone Star Community Radio is looking for those who are interested in hosting their own talk show, with monthly and weekly slots available on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and on irlonestar.com. Start your own podcast, create your first YouTube channel, and be on TV. Contact Lone Star Community Radio online at irlonestar.com or call the station message line at 936-647-3776. Lone Star Community Radio is looking for those who are interested in hosting their own talk show, with monthly and weekly slots available in Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and on irlonestar.com. Start your own podcast, create your first YouTube channel, and be on TV. Contact Lone Star Community Radio online at irlonestar.com or call the station message line at 936-647-3776 to take your first step into the radio world.
The Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service has been dedicated to educating Texans for over a century. In 1915, the Extension Program was established under the federal Smith-Lever Act to deliver university knowledge and agricultural research findings directly to the people. Ever since, AgriLife Extension programs have addressed the emerging issues of the day, serving diverse populations across the state. Texans turn to Extension for solutions in horticulture, agriculture, 4-H and youth, and family and consumer sciences. Extension agents respond not only with answers, but also with resources and services that result in significant returns on investment to boost the economy. Join us Fridays at 1 o'clock for the AgriLife Extension Hour.
A Lone Star Community Radio is Montgomery County's radio station with talk, music, weather, and traffic for Montgomery County. Have a question or comment about one of our shows? Want to know how to reach a host? Just contact the station at irlonestar.com or call in and leave a message at 936-647-3776. Get involved with your community with Lone Star Community Radio.
You're listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZW LP Conroe and 106.1 KZCC LP Conroe and worldwide on irlonestar.com.
All right, we're back. We're back. Orange Lone Star, folks. It's 10:31.
On the dot.
On the dot. You know, I saw that the Komodo Island have been having trouble. I don't know if anyone had a chance to go visit the Komodo Islands where the Komodo dragons and things are. Someone keeps stealing them. So they're
the island?
The island. On the island, somehow they're getting on an island.
Oh, they're stealing the dragon.
They're stealing the dragons.
Oh, okay.
So they're talking about closing it down till 2020.
And give the dragons a chance to repopulate.
I mean, I guess. I'm not really sure. But I just can't imagine wanting a Komodo dragon. Is there a market? Is it kind of like the elephant tusks and stuff, everything like that? Like,
I think so.
Is there something I'm missing?
That's the sense that I get out of it.
That there's some town or some religion that loves Komodo dragon eggs or something?
I think it's just
Well, can you imagine trying to steal one of those things? How much?
on it?
Those things are huge.
They're huge and they're dangerous.
Yeah, so it's like, aren't they poisonous?
Yes.
So can you
And
imagine?
they eat you.
Can they really eat people?
Yeah. Didn't you see the James Bond movie where the guy falls in the
James
pit?
Bond's totally real.
Yeah. The guy falls in the pit with the Komodo dragon and it like carries him off and breaks
Let's
his
see if there's any
leg.
videos. Oh, yeah, there's some videos.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, they eat you. I think basically any animal capable of eating you should not be a pet, which is why I got no problems eating bacon. Because pigs will eat you.
There's an article on Smithsonian.com. That has to be legit, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, Smithsonian's pretty credible, right?
Yeah, they're too legit to quit.
All right. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so can you I'm thinking now Operation Dumbo Drop movie. You know that movie that was May 3rd?
I love that movie.
We'll make it with Komodo dragons.
Operation Komodo Drop?
Yeah, we got to save the Komodo dragons, folks. I know there's a Komodo dragon in the Houston Zoo.
Yeah.
Because that thing is, that's at least 200, 300 pounds. At least.
Yeah, they are significant adversaries. So,
but you don't want to steal one, do you?
No, I do not. No, I don't want to steal one. I don't want to put a diamond necklace
you know
on
when we
one.
have bears, etc., in, they're like, yeah, people love having bears as pets.
No, if it can eat you, it should not be a pet.
Yeah, that's intense.
If it wants to eat you, it should not be a pet.
That's intense.
Let's talk about the Nipsey Hussle thing. What? The rapper who was shot in Los Angeles. My question about this, my phone started,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
well, then you're one of the lucky ones. The other night, my phone started blowing up every news, because, I'm tied into, I get alerts from, like, every news outlet there is.
Oh,
Local
no wonder.
and national.
Now I understand you.
Yeah, it pops up. And across the board, Rapper Nipsey Hussle was shot.
That's a great name.
Well, yeah. I mean,
is he passed away?
Nipsey Russell. Yeah, he got shot.
Right,
he got killed.
That.
Now, I mean, his name was based off Nipsey Russell, the comedian from the 60s.
I still don't know
Black
who that
comedian
is.
from the 60s and 70s. But afterwards, I learned, okay, he did some stuff where he was actually one of the few rap artists that actually gave back to the community, tried to get people out of, gave a lot of charity. Yeah, gave out of the gang cycle. But
was he in a gang?
Apparently so. And he got out of it because, like, at his funeral a couple of days later, there was a vigil for him, and there was a riot that happened there, and they actually had to. But I was thinking, why?
So is it similar to the Waco thing?
Well,
where people just started,
I think two rival
chaos,
gangs,
and then the police got there, and it was even more chaos.
I think two rival gangs showed up, and the police showed up and actually got everyone out.
Okay.
But
they've had some experience.
The night that my phone started blowing up, and I know I'm not into the hip hop scene, and I'm trying to keep up with the current artists for my daughter's sake, but it's really hard to. But I think about who has died that deserves the phones blowing up, saying, "Oh my gosh, this person died," and that hasn't. But Nipsey Hussle, I mean, seriously, from all the local channels.
Well, it must have been. It must have been like a big brawl.
No, I'm not talking about the funeral. I'm talking about the night of his death.
Oh.
He got shot. Okay. Basically, these three guys drove up and
shot him. Yeah.
Bust a cap in his hiney.
So why are we talking about him? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, why was it so breaking news that a rapper gets shot? That everybody, every news outlet, and Fox News, I'm looking at you too, so don't think this is, conservatives could be complaining. This is just me going, what is it about this particular killing that someone somewhere said, you know what, this is.
Well, I mean, I think if it's their easy way to get clicks mode, like think about that. We got a rapper.
But it was a black on black killing.
We have a rapper, and we have a conflict. No one really knows, and then people, especially with.
But if my phone blew up every time a rapper got killed,
especially with the
never
potential of continuing articles, like if someone told me a rapper was shot, I'd be like, all right, so in 3 weeks something else is going to happen.
3 days.
Well, I mean, like it's gonna. I mean, think about during the 80s and 90s, and when rappers were killing each other for record promotions. The news knows how to handle these kind of things.
You know what I'd love to see?
They like those things now because they know it's like, hey, this is a good story because something else is going to happen, and we can always refer back to us because we've been reporting it first.
Do you know what I'd like to see, Dick? I'd like to see my phone blow up with news alert. You know what I'd like to see, Dick? ? I would like my phone to blow up with every major outlet every time a veteran commits suicide.
Oh, gross.
With their name.
No. That's not how it works.
Why not?
I mean, you can start your own news thing, and you want to be that depressed all day?
Not depressed. It's to if you want to.
I know the number's
news
significant.
To affect change. All these news outlets saying we want to affect change. No, you don't. You want to promote your agenda.
You know, it's weird. Okay, this is I want to. Over the weekend, I spent time with my family. My father found a Facebook group that posts information about when a soldier dies.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, he's just going through the posts. And I go, Dad, why are you just going through all these? Like, this is extremely depressing. Because it talks about, like, who they were. And I was like, we don't know if it's real. It's on Facebook. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, people do want to know that. And I think you have to search it out. Right? You can know that, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm talking about the news. What the news views as newsworthy. The news has determined that Nipsey Hussle's death is worth blowing up my phone
because
all night long.
They'd worked back in the late 80s and early 90s when Tupac and them were shooting each other. They're like, hey, this is an easy way to get people to pay attention to us.
There you go, the easy way. And that's what I'm tired of. I'm tired of it. News, you want to get your credibility back, start blowing up your phones with alerts that actually are life-changing for the rest of us, earth-changing.
Well, that's why they don't have any impact on anybody. I believe that.
Yeah.
They really
I'm about
don't.
to start taking these news alerts off my phone.
I'm surprised you even have them. I hate that Apple sends me news alerts. I was like, I didn't sign up for this.
Oh yeah,
Apple News.
I don't let them. I can't.
Can you turn that off?
Yeah,
I thought I did because I only get one. I only get one when something. I think like the last 3 I've gotten was the Mueller report, and then when Trump became president, and then there was one other one, but like I didn't know why they did it because I would figure they do that every day if I signed on for it.
Right.
So, but they don't. I only get it like when there's like a huge deal.
But it didn't tell you about Nipsey Hussle?
No.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I'm saying. I think I deactivated it, but I think Apple just goes, no, you need to know this stuff. It's really important. Because I did remember seeing something about the ITC fire, but it was more like a warning. So I don't know if that was from Apple News or not. It was more of, you need to know what's going on around your area. Because there's another fire, apparently. And Holly got a warning at the hospital saying, it said something really strange. It said, like, sensitive people don't go outside. Like, if you're sensitive to things.
Yeah, no, well, that makes sense. If you have asthma or pneumonia, then this stuff could actually kill you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did I think over the weekend, my phone did have a Montgomery County emergency alert text, kind of a test thing. I like that. That was nice. I don't see that. That's when I like my phone to blow up with alerts.
Yeah.
When I know that forward progress is happening.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I think it's also really hard to know what the individual is paying attention to. And that's why the internet and these tech companies are so data hungry, because they feel if they have that data, they're able to form something from it to make it useful for you or for their sellers or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But no one's really has a concrete way of understanding what's going on, because when you start paying attention to one source, people are not going to do that anymore. There's so many ways people gather their news, and there's so many different ways people are changing to gather their news.
So the more options you have, the better it is.
Well, no, because what's going to end up happening is they're all only going to cover the same story.
But you don't want your news coming from one source.
No, but it's like, for example,
I was just taking this into the single payer system for healthcare.
For example, you could pay attention to a news source that does honor the fallen soldiers and makes awareness of the suicide in veterans.
Mm-hmm.
So, but then that's who you pay attention to, and that's part of it. Now, I think some news organizations have been around for so long. Just like anything else that's been around for a long time, they're going to start making mistakes, and they're not going to be the same thing they were that made them who they were 20 years ago. And it is what it is. And I think, especially with the younger generation, that's the scariest thing.
Get them out of the way and bring in. And so, I'm just bringing this around a single payer system for healthcare. Same basic concept. If you have one entity responsible for all of it, eventually it's not going to be good. You have to be able to have.
And that's why I think PewDiePie is going to be the next Dan Brock or Rand Roper or whatever.
Gotta check out PewDiePie here.
So I think that's going to happen. You're going to have these 9-year-olds who love this guy, and they're going to be 21, and he's still going to be around.
I
mean, he's almost to 1 billion subscribers.
Holy cow!
So
I got to check out PewDiePie, man. PewDiePie, you're about to get 1 billion and one.
I don't believe that. I still don't believe those are real people.
Yeah, this is true.
I really don't. There's no way. There's just absolutely no way 1 billion people are subscribed to one
Russia
person.
interference.
So, any way to pad those numbers. You'll listen to Mornings Lone Star, irlonestar.com. We're going to take a break. We'll be back.
Business office cleaning is available in the Montgomery County area from Clean Sweep Office Cleaning, with scheduled cleaning services such as floor care, window care, trash collection, restroom disinfection, and stair and elevator cleaning. Clean Sweep can service a business one time or on a regular schedule, with daily, weekly, and monthly options. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning can be found online at cleansweepofficecleaning.com or by calling 832-689-7996. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. Take back your time and let us make your office shine. Mornings with Lone Star is sponsored by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning.
A Lone Star Community Radio is ready for the summer. If you or anyone you know is looking for summer internship opportunities, a Lone Star Community Radio is a great place to grab the mic and be on the air. A Lone Star Community Radio offers a great opportunity to those interested in learning about the radio world all year round. Be an on-air personality, talk show producer, or YouTube, TV, podcast editor. Contact the station at info@irlonestar.com or call the station's message line at 936-647-3776.
Are you one of those who feel that life is too short to drink bad coffee? Then come to Bean Pong Coffee. Bean Pong Coffee is open with 2 locations. Whether you're in downtown Conroe or historic Montgomery, we have the best fresh brewed and specialty coffee, delicious pastries, and courteous staff. Come visit us at 330 North Main Street in Conroe or 401 College Street, Suite 170 in Montgomery. Visit beanpongcoffee.com to see our complete list of special events.
Business office cleaning is available in the Montgomery County area from Clean Sweep Office Cleaning, with scheduled cleaning services such as floor care, window care, trash collection, restroom disinfection, and stair and elevator cleaning. Clean Sweep can service a business one time or on a regular schedule with daily, weekly, and monthly options. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning can be found online at cleansweepofficecleaning.com or by calling 832-689-7996. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. Take back your time and let us make your office shine. Mornings with Lone Star is sponsored by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning.
A Lone Star Community Radio is Montgomery County's radio station with talk, music, weather, and traffic for Montgomery County. Have a question or comment about one of our shows? Want to know how to reach a host? Just contact the station at irlonestar.com or call in and leave a message at 936-647-3776. Get involved with your community with Lone Star Community Radio.
Are you one of those who feel that life is too short to drink bad coffee? Then come to Bean Pond Coffee. Bean Pond Coffee is open with 2 locations. Whether you're in downtown Conroe or historic Montgomery, we have the best fresh brewed and specialty coffee, delicious pastries, and courteous staff. Come visit us at 330 North Main Street in Conroe or 401 College Street, Suite 170 in Montgomery. Visit beanpondcoffee.com to see our complete list of special events.
We have the safest food supply in the world. Strict laws and regulations restrict the use of hormones, antibiotics, and pesticides within our food supply. Production agriculture practices and technologies such as the use of GMOs, which is not any more or less risky than conventional crop production, has allowed American farmers to produce more food on less acres in environmentally sound ways. Find out more online at pathtotheplate.tamu.edu. We are Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, helping Texans make lives better.
All right, welcome back to Mornings Lone Star, irlonestar.com, broadcasting live on Facebook and all that good stuff. And sitting here with Sean K. Thompson.
Hello!
And don't forget, Happy Days coming your way at the Owen Theater on May.
May the 10th,
So that's going to be cool. And yeah, there you go, 10:46. We're going to about 10 more minutes, but we will be here tomorrow, folks. That's right. We're going to have a special guest tomorrow morning. We're going to have Pat Braun with the director of the Living Last Supper, presented by Northside Baptist Church. It's like a Georgetown thing where everyone. I'm just kidding. That was a bad joke.
You're thinking Jonestown, not Georgetown.
No, that's right. Thank you.
Yeah. So
You ever listen to those tapes?
Yes.
That's really crazy.
Yes.
But yeah, we have a special guest coming in tomorrow to promote some stuff going on in this community. If you're interested in being a guest on the morning show, just reach out to us, mwls@irlonestar.com. So, last comments of the day. What's going on?
Well, the tickets are available. Well, they were available it was like a Garth Brooks concert, Avengers Endgame. They put out the tickets and apparently they're already going on eBay for like $500 a pop. I'll wait. Now, bearing in mind, I did the whole midnight showing of Lord of the Rings. I stayed in line for 6 hours. We got that. That was cool.
We did it.
It was before the advent. Back then, we had Movie Phone. We didn't have Fandango.
Well, I told you that I watched all 3 extended versions in the theater back to back to back. And
that's where you need a catheter.
After that, I literally had no interest in going back to the theater for a long time. I really don't think I saw a movie for a whole year after that.
Well, they're also going to be showing, there's going to be a marathon, like a 50-something hour marathon.
Yeah, 22
of all 22.
movies. Yeah.
But, so that being aside, so I'm looking forward to Avengers Endgame. I want to see how very rarely is the conclusion of a cliffhanger up to snuff.
Yeah.
I think, actually, Endgame may actually be able to do it. To give us a movie that satisfies.
Because it comes out this month, right?
April, it's in April. But I was stream of consciousing it the other day on my computer, and I got into these Star Trek fan fiction productions.
Yeah, it's probably one of the larger fan fiction created content,
for years, what it was, Paramount would let you get away with damn near anything.
Meaning, I could write a script and put it on the internet?
Yeah.
And use the characters
Not
and
just
stuff?
the script, but actually film it.
Okay.
And so, you have this one guy, James Crowell, I would think is how you pronounce his name. He was an Elvis impersonator. He loved Star Trek. So he built a couple of sets in his garage. He redid the Bridge of the Enterprise.
So he really likes it.
Yeah, and did some stories. But I think that was called Star Trek New Frontiers, and also became Phase 2 for a while, where they actually got the scripts that they were going to do for the Star Trek Phase 2 TV series.
Okay.
And then bit by bit, they got George Takei, Grace Lee Whitney, John Delancey. You know, they started getting more and more, and they would crowdfund the money.
Oh, wow.
So it would become actually really good stories.
Okay. I want to ask you this.
Mhm.
How much money do you think those actors get paid to be at like the Comic-Cons?
Oh, well, I think bottom fee is probably $10,000.
Seriously?
10 to 50, 10 to
Because
$100,000.
there's a big one coming to Dallas,
Mhm.
and it has like William Shatner and
Shatner's
like,
probably got a command probably about.
and I'm thinking to
couple
myself,
100,000.
like, if for one visit,
Yeah, think about who you get in.
because I'm thinking to myself, like, I like Star Trek a lot, and Holly brought that up to me, and she's like, "Hey, do you want me to get you tickets to this?" I was like, "Yeah, I feel kind of weird though. Like, why would I want to pay money just to see somebody? I don't know. I feel really weird about that." And I was like, I like their characters, but I don't know if I like unless it's like a cool panel where you have like the writers there. I would totally dig that because I really like that kind of stuff when it comes to production, like the stuff you're talking about. But like to pay, I think it was like $130 for the whole weekend. And I was like, man, it's expensive just to see people. But now I was wondering, I always wonder how they convince those folks to actually commit to hanging out with a bunch of rabid fans. Because wouldn't you say that's kind of a strange situation?
Well, it's become. Remember, Star Trek was the first fan convention.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're Star Trek.
And so growing from there, it's a growth market. It seems to be part. They actually got to work in the contracts now. If you're on The Walking Dead, we may kill you after 2 episodes, but you got to give the next 10 years of your life to commit to going to conventions.
Really?
Oh yeah, because it's the back end. Because that way you sell more DVDs and more merchandise.
I mean, I know that there's conventions where, like, I know the Comic Cons here, like, you get to meet the artists and you get to meet the writers. I like that. That's cool if you're really into that. But I just wondered what these big time. I'm talking about big time actors like Jason Momoa or whatever. He's going to be there, and that guy was like, "Isn't that guy making movies? Like, how does he have a weekend off that could go?" They got to be paying him a lot of money.
Oh, and I've looked this up. So for a genre like Ensign Ricky may get between $5,000 to $10,000 an appearance.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like did you see Galaxy Quest?
Yeah.
Okay, the character is like, I die 5 minutes in. He gets $5,000. But the guy who, Stephen Arnell, he walks away because he blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, because for example, they're doing. I was really interested in the one in Dallas because they're doing Back to the Future. So they have Christopher Lloyd, Michael J. Fox, Leah Thompson, Tom Wilson, James Tolkien, who played the principal. So they have that. They have those people there, and I'm like, all right, if you can get Christopher Lloyd somewhere, because you don't see him anywhere, so they gotta be paying you big dollars.
Here we go, and I'm reading this. This is from the Hollywood Reporter. According to multiple sources familiar with convention deals, the basic guarantee rate for genre stars is in the $5,000 to $10,000 range per appearance, with leads on such current series as Walking Dead, Supernatural, Netflix's Marvel shows, and DC's comics from CW, fare commanding anywhere from $35,000 to $250,000 and up.
Yeah, Jason
depending on
Momoa is not going
popularity.
now, by the way. He canceled.
I bet.
So he probably is actually working.
Yeah, at top conventions, it's not uncommon for a star to earn anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000 on top of their guarantee, which means someone can get like $250,000 just for showing up.
Man.
So Norman Reedus, who's now like the main star on Walking Dead, he gets a $200,000 guarantee for
hanging out with fans
and pockets $500,000 for the weekend. But now you got Andrew Lincoln, who actually donates his proceeds to charity.
I mean, because they got some neat people.
Yeah, Mark Hamill gets $250,000.
Like they're doing the Goonies reunion, but then again, like I don't really know those people. So I was like, oh, that'd be kind of neat.
So there's another one for Sean Astin to show up in. He gets the Lord of the Rings, Stranger Things, and now the Goonies.
But yeah, Linda Carter's going to be there. If you're really into that stuff,
I am. I am so into Linda Carter.
So I mean, I'm still trying to figure it out.
But anyhow, so what happened was...
Sorry to cut off here.
So Paramount, these things were growing more and more.
Yeah.
Then there became a fan fiction movie called Star Trek Axanar, which was so high-end budgeted and looked so good that people were going to mistake it for...
What's it called?
Axanar, Star Trek Axanar, A-X-A-N-A-R. That it forced Paramount to say... Because people were thinking of it as like a real Star Trek movie. Paramount said... And
That's hilarious.
So they put a kibosh on it. So they put out all these old new guidelines to say, okay, you can still do a fan fiction as long as anyone working in it, on it, or for it has never done anything for Star Trek for real.
Oh, that stinks.
Because, like I said, they would have guest stars show up. So that really crunched it down a lot. That pretty much destroyed the Star Trek fan fiction. However, before that went down, there were 2 series. Like I said, there was Star Trek
This looks cool.
New Frontiers, which was started off with an Elvis impersonator, and it was cool. It was nice. But there was another one called Star Trek Continues.
Okay.
And I sincerely encourage, if you're a Trekkie, to watch the Star Trek Continues series. Not that many episodes, but it's a continuation of, the ending of the 5-year mission from the original TV series. And so they had actors who were really good. They had guest stars that were really great. But they actually have a 2-part ending episode, which is them coming home at the end of their 5-year mission. And it's so good that Gene Roddenberry's son said, you know what, my dad would have said this is how it ends for real. And it sets up the movie too, because, the movie was only a few years after the end of the TV series. So Star Trek Continues. It's on YouTube. Watch it. You don't have to watch the whole thing, but just when you let talent and passion combine, talent, passion, and resources, you can come up with some amazing, amazing art and stories. So that was Skippy's long way around to say support local arts for sure.
That's fun.
And shame on Paramount for doing that. I mean, I understand that you want to protect your intellectual property, but there were some good things going there, and they weren't making any profits off of these. That was the whole point. George Lucas allowed the same thing for Star Wars. You could do anything Star Wars related as long as you didn't make any profit off it. Now that Disney bought them out, forget it.
Oh, yeah. That happens.
Yeah. So that's that.
So are you going to go see Endgame? Wrapping it up. Are you going to go see it?
What, the Endgame?
Yeah.
Well, not this week. All the tickets are sold out. I'm going to get
I think it opens up the last week of the month.
Yeah, I'll do like an early Sunday morning deal where it's like $5 tickets or something. I'll go there for that.
All right, folks. You listen to Mornings Lone Star, irlonestar.com. We'll see you guys later. Thanks for checking out this show on Lone Star Community Radio, Montgomery County's community radio station. This show is owned and produced by Lone Star Community Radio and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. For more information about the show, to be a guest, or to sponsor, just contact the studio at 936-647-3776 to leave a message, or email us at lscrstudios@gmail.com.